behind you,
Oh,
chilling you, getting you ready.
I mean, you're not wrong. But however, if something like that to happen, I will make sure I have something on my phone or something so I can put creepy music on and scare the hell out of you.
It's like real life isn't going to be building it up with music while you're doing it. It's just going to be normal.
No, just real life will be like, oh, hey, I get hit by this, I'm dead.
Yeah, I feel like I'd be better in real life though than I am at video games when it comes to those things.
Maybe. Ta-da, magic.
I'm gonna finish. So tomorrow I'll be back to that, and we'll get it done, I guess, right?
I sure hope so, because I need to see, because you were so early in it that it's going to be hilarious when it gets worse.
Oh, I feel like I'm like 90% through it. I have to be.
Maybe 90% through not even the house. Nope, you were not.
Is it gonna get worse, really?
Oh yeah.
I thought that was the worst part. I thought I've already been through the worst.
I mean, sure. Make it feel better. Sure.
Yeah, at that pace, you'll finish sometime in January, Rio said.
He's not wrong.
85% through the tutorial.
That's about right.
95% through
Hey. Oh, you're being generous.
See that? Look at that. I'm almost done with
it. Being generous. I get it.
I don't know. It's fun. I'm enjoying it. It's
different.
Yeah, like I'm excited to get through it. I guess
it's the first person. That's what makes it like different. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like a regular Resident Evil kind of game to it.
It doesn't at all feel like a Resident Evil game, like at all.
That's what I mean. It's entirely different. It's not, and that's what I think makes it different.
Right. I think that's where like half my gripe is. It's like it's a good game, but it's like not only is it really scary, but it's just not Resident Evil. So I'm kind of like,
yeah. I mean, my problem I had with Resident Evil was that when I thought Resident Evil, I always thought zombies, and then when they started getting away from the zombies and more towards like people like that, I understand mutations happen and stuff like that. I get it.
Right.
But it kind of like got away from zombies, and it was kind of like, oh, well, all right, this is kind of like just like something like, just, you know what I mean?
I want them to like purposely have bad voice actors. Like that's what I want. Bad dialogue and bad actors. Like I just want that. Hey, Barry, come over here. Like that. You know what I mean? Like I want stuff like that.
You want like a Left 4 Dead type kind of voice
acting.
Come
over here.
Help, I'm hanging from the edge.
There's something over here.
Ammo here.
Right, like I want like that. Like I like that more. Just takes a sec to get there, and you miss the big part early on. What do you mean I missed the big part early on? How did I miss anything? How did I miss anything?
You might have, because you were hiding in your own hands because you were scared shitless to go around the bend. I don't know. I don't remember. It's been too long.
The garage fight has 2 different ways to do it, and you did it the easy way.
Well, what else is new?
They gave me car keys. What am I supposed to do? Not get in the car? You know?
Have you never seen a horror movie? You never go into a vehicle that works.
Well, I didn't know that there's multiple ways to do things. I just saw like, here's a car key. Okay, go in the car. Got it. Like, you know what I mean? Anyway, we'll continue that tomorrow, and
shall we?
Yeah, we'll get through it. We'll get through it. Fighting without getting into the car yourself? No way. I'm not doing that. None of that nonsense.
Jesus Christ, we'll be here for another 3 weeks for you trying to beat it.
What's been up with you? I haven't seen you streaming games in a while. Why?
I mean,
what's going on with games?
One, I didn't it was killing me at work trying to keep up with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like trying to be up early and then stream for 3-4 hours here.
Basically watching me fall apart. Like what I do. Like you just watch me fall apart and be like, that could be me. That could be me falling apart and not being able to stream.
Yeah, I'm just sitting back and relaxing and enjoying it because it's not me.
Right.
Yeah, I am, on the brighter side of news, I am getting back into it.
Good.
I'm going to start probably end of this week, and then I'm going to change the schedule around. I'm going to do an oddball kind of thing.
Any specific games or just?
I got to figure that out.
All right.
Because of, I was thinking, I didn't play Valhalla yet, Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
I was thinking about doing that because I wanted to play it, and apparently they fixed the problem when you are having on PC port. So what they were having the issue was if you use a controller, which Assassin's Creed's easy on a controller.
All right.
If you bump your mouse or keyboard, the game crashes.
Good.
Right. So I didn't play it because if I bump my desk, my mouse moves and there's the end of it.
Right.
Or if a cat jumps on it. So I was like, well, I'll wait. Apparently they fixed it. So I might start off with Assassin's Creed.
Nice.
Or I would love to do Call of Duty. However, everyone and their grandmother is going to be doing that this weekend since that comes out this weekend.
Wait, is a new Call of Duty coming out?
Yeah, this week.
What? I never even hear it. Wait.
Vanguard.
Oh, I did hear of it. Okay, got it.
Yeah, that's coming out this week.
What's different about that?
Back to World War II.
Okay.
Again, what else is new? And it is also the big thing. The reason why they did this was kind of like, I don't want to say an alternate universe, but what it was that if transgenders, females, and males were all in World War II.
Why does that? Why does that have to be a part? Like, who cares?
I don't know.
Ugh. It's so.
I do not know.
It's very forced. That's very forced to me. Like, it's
they did it with Battlefield 5. I want to say they did the same thing where it was like all females competing in like the time frame of that. I think that was World War I-ish.
Right.
And the same thing.
It's weird.
I know, but whatever.
Instead of just like doing what you want, it feels like you have to force that in, or else.
They're forcing something else. Apparently they already said that the new Call of Duty next year will be Modern Warfare 2, not remastered, not the one we all knew and loved, the one that was in 2019.
Yeah.
Apparently that's going to be the new one coming out next year.
Mm.
They're doing one of the same things where they're throwing in like stuff that shouldn't. They're 32 genders, so to speak, type deal.
What does that mean?
So you know how the big joke is like there's 30 some genders?
No, I didn't know that was a thing. I thought there was 2.
Oh, if you ever look up the list, there is somehow, some way, shape, or form 32 genders. I kid you not. Look confused because it is confusing, but yes, apparently some New York college came up with some kind of thing, and they somehow came up with like 30 some genders.
Okay.
Right.
Cool.
Right. I know. Right. Let's just start there.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just gonna. I feel like it's like more of like
it's being forced nowadays.
Yeah, like not to go down that conversational path. Like I wasn't looking to go down that, but now I feel inclined to go down it a little bit. It's worse when you force it.
That's what it is.
Instead of just naturally accepting everything like a normal like a normal person.
Thing, well, that was like even when Ubisoft, they got a big, which I'm sure once I stream it, I'll find it. That was a big thing with Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I guess you could choose to be like your main character, be male or female, and you I guess at some point choose to be in a relationship.
Okay.
Well, you can be made with a male or female, and apparently this was a huge no. You can't do this thing because they claimed that was not historically accurate. Whoever lived during that age, I don't know who's alive at that time of the age to even know. Let's start there.
Yeah, I just feel like it's all, no matter what game it is, no matter what it is, it's forced. Everything's forced anymore. Movies, games, and it doesn't need to be forced. You should just naturally write what you want to write and naturally don't be a dick. I don't know.
Like, you can't even say that because everyone's a dick nowadays.
Well, they are, but I mean, like for example, like I didn't want to go into this because I wanted to save it for like if we got into like, you know, movie talk or something like that. But like,
right.
I was a little, excuse me, I'm dying. I was a little bit, I'm not really dying. I was a little confused. So I watched, did you see Halloween Kills yet?
I have not. I'm going to. It's on HBO, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on HBO Max. Yeah, that's where I watched it. I didn't go to the movie theater. I watched it from home.
No, I'll have to watch it. I want to because I like Michael Myers.
I watched it from home. I don't know if it was HBO or if it was my app that I use. I'm not sure which one.
I don't remember. You know what? While we're sitting here doing this, because my stream is not up, I'm going to look.
Yeah. So not to spoil anything because I don't feel like this is a huge spoiler, but there's a gay couple in Halloween Kills, right? Okay. So it's like, okay, who cares, right? But then Michael Myers kills them, and it's like normal, like there's nothing different about it. It's just they die, And there's like a whole bunch of people went out and were freaking out because Michael Myers killed a gay couple.
Big.
Like, he killed every couple. He kills everybody. Like, what is the argument? I don't understand the argument. It fucking pisses me off that there has to be. What's the argument? Like, what are you mad that he killed them? Would you be more mad if they weren't in the movie? Like, pick one. You know what I mean? Like that's what.
So you had to be watching it on your app because it's only on Peacock or Paramount Plus.
Yeah, I'm watching it on ILML. Then that's where I saw it. But like, that's the thing. Like, what kills me about it, because it's like.
Everyone thinks that it's a shot at someone.
Right. Maybe it's just a fucking movie.
It don't matter. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be whatever movie. If they're the first ones picked on or they're killed or whatever, it's somehow magically racist prejudice.
Yeah. Michael Myers killed them because they're gay. Michael Myers killed fucking hundreds of people, male and female, banging. Like, what about them? Was he? I don't understand. Anyway, that boils my blood.
Since we're talking about Halloween, let's just jump into it right this second since we're already here. Your favorite Halloween series is like your series, like your movies or characters, whatever. Go for it. What do you got? Top 3.
Easy. The original Halloween, hands down. Like, not even not even a question. The 19 was 77, 78,
70 something. Yeah.
The original Halloween is easily one of my favorites. That's up there. I also like the original Nightmare on Elm Street a lot. Like only the first one. I think after the first one, I don't care. I don't like. It's not that I don't like them. I've seen them a million times.
Right.
But when I have to sit down and really focus on it, I only really care about the first one. Like, 'cause the first one's actually cool and kind of a little creepy, and then like after that, everything gets kind of weird. You know what I mean?
It's silly. It's one of those where they should have, if they stuck to the original and made sequels, it'd be 100 times better.
Yeah, the first one, from like the first Nightmare on Elm Street, was he was like, Freddy was a lot more. You didn't see him as much, and when he did kill somebody, it was creepy. Like, it was real weird. They didn't give him like that comedy side yet. You know what I mean? He was just like actually kind of a little scary, and then after that. They gave him like the comical, kind of side to everything. But like the first one, do you remember the first one?
It's been forever, and I should probably watch it because it's been forever.
The first one was like, that was doing the cool shit where like, somebody would walk in the room and the girl's like on the ceiling, and like the guy, like, they're like, you can't see anything, they just see a girl floating on the ceiling. And like, then you can see like her getting ripped apart and drug across the walls and all this stuff. And the guy's like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? Like, that kind of stuff is creepy. Like, could you imagine that? Seeing somebody suspended in the air, getting ripped around the ceilings and shit. Like, that's awesome.
I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, I would 100% agree.
And I hate saying, like, I hate going back to, I don't want to like go back and be like, the original's like, I'm not trying to be like that guy. Like, the original's all. No, in this case, it is the best. Like, there's no way around it. The original Halloween is
no, there's no way around it. Original Halloween is it's like a benchmark, so to speak.
Yeah, and like everything that's newer since then. I mean, the Rob Zombie Halloween was all right. I thought, like, the first, I didn't like the second one. The first one I thought was okay, was pretty okay.
I'd have to sit there and honestly just watch them all because it's been so long.
He did like a reimagining of, and the first one was great. Like, I think Rob Zombie did an awesome job. On the first, I didn't like the second one, but I've seen them all. I've seen, I saw that, which is funny because I watched Halloween 2019. I watched that last night actually, because I had not seen that one, and I watched Halloween Kills before that one, and I didn't realize that they're direct sequels. I didn't realize that. So I saw Halloween Kills first, and then I saw that one, and even that was just kind of like whatever.
It wasn't. I mean, it wasn't awful.
Mm-hmm. It was
but the nice thing is, like, with at least what I noticed, and this is just me noticing them, the Halloween movies, they all kind of have the same thing though. Like, they're all like Michael Myers kills people in some weird ways. Like, he stalks them, he kills them. Like, it's not like something out of the blue. Like, all of a sudden Michael Myers can talk. Like, you know what I mean? It's like they kind of stuck to Michael Myers for who he is.
Yeah. It did, like, as it was going, because it started switching directors. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't John Carpenter was the original, but I think he only did 1, 2, and I think he I don't know what, I think he was only did 1 and 2, and then he was done.
I don't know.
But he, ever since then, they turned him more into like, there was a lot more of a body count in them going forward. You know what I mean?
Right.
-3. Whereas I liked 1 so much because it spent so much time like behind the eyes of Michael Myers, stalking people and being creepy. Like, it was just creepy. And I think that's what was so good about it. And that's why I don't think I could touch it.
No, unfortunately, no. But I mean, like, it's the other thing, like, not for nothing with the horror movies. I mean, we had this discussion one day a while ago about, like, oh, they, didn't do Nightmare on Elm Street lately or stuff like that. And I know they did one. I know we looked it up. I don't remember the year. But I feel like Michael Myers, the Halloween series, or whatever you call it, a series, whatever, a bunch of movies, I feel like that movie has been done so much more compared to other originals or classics, we'll call it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't really hear of Jason.
Right.
That much. You don't hear of Freddy that much. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the classics ones, you don't really hear about them being made more. Right. I'm surprised.
I think Halloween was weird because they must have gone through a lot of different, I mean, I know they went through a lot of different directors, but I don't know what the reasoning for their choices were. There must be obviously money involved and shit like that, but like, it was only supposed to be 1 and 2 and then be done. That's why Halloween 3 was a Season of the Witch.
Yeah.
And that has nothing to do with Michael Myers at all. It's a whole different thing. And I think that's what they were trying to do, was make Halloween separate stories, Right.
Like, each time it was a different thing about something.
And but nobody understood and got what Halloween 3 was back in the day. They didn't get it. And
they just assumed to be, continuation of 2.
Yeah, exactly. So then I think they just were like, they're like, all right, let's slap this back on. We got to make money again. And then that's when they went with 4 and all that kind of stuff.
Right. And it kind of makes the same sense. Same thing like with Star Wars when you think about it. Like, everyone, like, when the Star Wars came out in the 70s, late 70s?
Yeah, 77.
Yeah. So you figure they did 4, 5, and 6. Why in God's name you would do a middle of the road do the end of a 6 saga movie? We're going to do 4, 5, and 6 and then do 1, 2, 3.
Like, do the prequels? Yeah. I mean, I guess they wrote it like, I don't think they wrote it to do it like that. I
don't think so either. I think they meant it by a different standard, and it just kind of turned into that.
Yeah, I think he had like an idea of what he wanted to do, and I think 4, 5, and 6 were just the pinnacle of the story he wanted to tell. And then after a while, it was like, all right, let's go back and prequel because it's so big. You know what I mean? But I don't know. What did I say? Oh, I said Halloween 1. I said Nightmare on Elm Street 1. I don't know what my third would be. It wouldn't be Friday the 13th. I've seen all those. I do like Jason,
but I don't think it would be one of mine either.
I've seen them 100 times, like all of them, and they don't, like, I don't know. None of them are really like the greatest thing ever. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's always like my least favorite. I don't know what it would be. I really don't know what my third, like, as far as like the best. I'm not sure. What would yours be? I'll try to think of a third.
It's a toss-up because I will agree with Michael Myers 100%. Michael Myers is my favorite, like, horror killer.
Yeah.
I don't know why, just something about it, just I don't know what it is. Nightmare on Elm Street, I get it. I don't think he'd be like one of my top 3, but he's up there. I would say he'd be a top 5. Freddy would be one of my top 5s.
Yeah, okay.
So I would have to say I did like the Scream. I did like the Scream movies when they came out.
Dude, Scream 1's awesome.
So I'd have to go with Scream because that was different, because that was like almost like
it was great.
That was a different kind of horror because it was like not someone that was just like, Michael Myers deranged. It was like just so screwed up of how they did it, I think.
Who did it? Was it Wes Craven? I think it's Wes Craven made it.
Wes Craven, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the guy that did Nightmare on Elm Street.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, there was that one.
Yeah. Scream was 1 is awesome. And don't say anything about it because I'm due to watch it again, and I haven't seen it in like 20 years, so I actually forgot who the killers were.
I forget it entirely.
All right, cool.
The only thing it was weird because when I didn't put 2 and 2 together, and I'm going to kind of ruin this on you because I know I'm going to. So, do you remember when they actually did Scooby-Doo, like the real life Scooby-Doo movie, like back in like early 2000s?
Yes.
Okay, this is the guy that plays Shaggy.
Shaggy is in Scream, yeah.
Right. When I first saw Scream and then I saw that, I did not put the correlation together.
Okay.
until I went back and watched it after. I was like, wow, Shaggy's a killer.
It's Shaggy. He was the one.
But like, I gotta think here. So it'd be Scream, Michael Myers. I can't say. Okay, enough with the spamming.
Holy shit! Holy bands. Jesus.
Right.
Thank you guys. I appreciate the fast bands, man. That's awesome.
Wow. Okay. Anyway, I can't say anything about Pinhead because I've never seen them.
That wouldn't, as much as I like those movies, I wouldn't put them on a top list because the lore of that isn't really that much in the movies as much. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've legitimately never seen them, so I know nothing of them at all. I know nothing.
They're cool, but it's not. So, I wouldn't put it up there in the list.
It is kind of up there because it was kind of creepy.
Yeah. The original one or the new one?
The original one. The new one's kind of like, okay, I thought it was funnier than it was scarier.
I didn't see the second part of the new one. I only saw the first part.
I watched the second one. It did not keep my attention by any means because it kept hopping back and forth.
Yeah. Yeah, the first one, it is really good. And I remember that one really well.
Yeah, that one I would go with that. That'd be another toppy. That would not be top 3. I can't think of what I would make for my third one.
The Shining.
Classic.
It might be The Shining might be my third. You know what I mean? Like that's a big movie. It's a big movie. It's quite the adventure. You know, there's a lot going on in that.
I can't think right now. Like, what would be?
Honestly, most what's his name? God, I can't think. My brain sucks.
Jack Nicholson.
I almost said Steven Spielberg. No, the writer, the book guy. Stephen King. A lot of Stephen King stuff is pretty friggin' fantastic.
I've seen some movies that they made about his books, and they're pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot think. I don't want to. I'm not saying Saw because I thought they were stupid.
I like them. I thought I saw them.
They weren't horror though.
That's not really horror. No, I wouldn't call it horror. I don't know. The outside of the original stuff, I like. To be honest, this is gonna sound weird. I have some weird infatuation with the Rob Zombie movies that he did, like House of a Thousand Corpses. That movie, I have a weird obsession with it.
I do not remember it by any means. I saw it. I don't remember it.
Because they did that into Devil's Rejects, into whatever, the something 3 or something. I forget what it was called.
You remember The Hills Have Eyes?
Yes, I didn't like it. But I do remember it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really.
In my head. I'm thinking of like.
Most movies are not good. I don't know. It's not that they're not good. They're just not like. They're not really. Nothing really sticks with me. You know what I mean? The only ones that really did outside of those classic horror movies we talked about were like the Blair Witch Project. That's, to me, will stick with me forever.
I'll tell you right now, me playing the game was more scary than the movie itself.
It's a movie of its time, though. It's not, No. I feel as though like if you didn't grow up with it, if you weren't like seeing that when it was like when it was there.
Cloverfield was supposed to be horror too, wasn't it?
Cloverfield?
Wasn't that supposed to be horror?
I don't think it was supposed to be really horror. That was
supposed to be more like suspense.
Kind of suspense. I really liked Cloverfield because there's a lot of like hidden messages and a lot of weird Easter eggs in it, which was really cool. But yeah,
I can't.
Blair Witch is like a product of its time, and that's what I liked about it a lot. I liked Sinister a lot. That was the newer. I don't know.
Sinister. What was the Conjuring series was pretty good.
Oddly enough, I've never seen it. I know Conjuring I should.
It's cool because they combine a bunch of the way they do that, like it's a bunch of movies that are like connected together.
Yeah, there's like 50 of them.
Series. Yeah, but it's like the movie Annabelle.
You're right. That's all part of it.
Like they're all part of it, whether you realize it or not, but they are.
Right.
They went through a clever way of it. They didn't go like The Conjuring, Annabelle, The Conjuring this. Like they made its own movie, and then at the end they tied in. You're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or like when you see the Conjuring movies, The Room, they have like all like the artifacts
Mm-hmm.
You see all the artifacts from the movies.
Okay.
So you know what movie it would be from. So like you see like the Annabelle doll, you'll see like different things on the shelves.
Right. I'll have to watch those.
They're pretty good. I wouldn't say they're like horror. Like they're not like, oh my god, they're like a supernatural type horror. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay. Yeah, I still have to watch those. I don't know how I missed it. I missed Insidious. I didn't see Insidious yet.
A joke.
Okay.
Not scary at all.
I guess it depends on like defining the definition of scary. I don't, you know what I mean? I never saw.
There is one jump scare in that, and one jump scare only.
Is it like that's what it's a horror movie though, right? Like that's I just never saw it.
I guess we'll call it a horror movie. It's basically basically it's astral projection. The son and the dead can astral project.
So that's like when you're sleeping, but you're leaving your consciousness and
right.
Okay. Who's that red guy?
That's the devil or a demon.
That's what it's supposed to be, like the devil?
Yeah, basically. I took it as a devil. He's only one thing in it that's a jump scare, and that's the end of it. And it's only because of where he pops up.
Okay. Have you seen did you see Sinister?
I did.
What did you think of that? I loved it. I thought it was hard. I thought it was really scary.
From what I can remember, it was, but the problem I have with horror movies, and this is why I'm so picky about them, especially going to see them, they're so predictable.
Right.
So for me to watch a horror movie, I could almost tell when there's going to be a jump scene.
Yeah. Well, everyone can because there's a suspense. You have the music and the.
Yeah, but it doesn't work that. Like you need to not do that at that time. Like you know what I mean? Like you got to like suspense scene or like a slow moving scene. And you're like, okay, here comes a pop up. Like you know what I mean? Like you need something that's just like me and you were talking, all of a sudden pop up.
Right, I got you. Yeah.
You got to be different.
Right. It depends though. Like if that's what you're looking for, you know what I mean? Like for example, like the original Halloween has no jump scares in it.
No, but it's just the creepy. It's just brutal without being brutal.
That's how I thought Sinister was.
Yeah, fair enough.
There was a jump scare in it, but there was like one that got me good. But I thought the concept of that movie was at least the concept was good. It was creepy because it took place inside that house, and it was basically inside these little hallways that like it was so claustrophobic and like dark. Doesn't matter,
right?
You know what I mean? Like, it was shot. It was shot well. It was shot really well. And like by the ending, like what happened, and like it was just like, oh my god, like that's fucking weird. I
have to watch it because it's been so long.
Yeah, like I thought it was well done. I liked it.
I can't think of really any other horror movies that'd be worth noting.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yep. Okay.
I liked all of those except for I think the third one, third-ish maybe.
I haven't seen them. I think I've seen them once in my life a piece, and I couldn't tell you which one was which anymore.
The third one's when Leatherface ended up getting a chainsaw that was like 7 feet long. And there was like the guy with the robot leg, like the metal leg. I don't know. It was just I didn't like the third one at all.
I don't remember. It's been so long that.
I thought the original one was really good. I thought the like remaster, I guess you could say, that was out like 15 years ago. I thought that was great.
Speaking of oddball, remember Last House on the Left?
I never saw it.
I don't remember it, but I do remember. I'm just trying to think of horror type movies in my head. And that's just what pops up in my head. I don't know why.
I never saw that one. A lot of like those houses, like those movies that are out, like Ouija board, or like that movie, or like I'm trying to think of all these like one-shot movies. I haven't seen like any of those.
Some of them are decent, some are not.
Okay.
I've seen a couple of decent ones. I've seen a couple of really good crappy ones.
There's not really like outside of the original stuff. Like I get weird, like Halloween time comes and all I do is watch horror movies, but I don't like. They're always classic stuff. It's never like new stuff, you know.
I'm gonna look up Halloween movies.
I very much just watch a lot of classic. Very classic. I'm a classic guy.
Speaking of that, I didn't see. Did you see the new Candyman or no?
I did not. No.
I did not either. It popped up here, and that's why I just asked.
No, I saw the original one when I was a kid.
Yeah, I saw that, but I don't remember.
I saw it multiple times, and I never understood the plot of it to this day. To this day, I still don't understand the plot of it. I probably should just Google search it.
They consider Purge a horror movie? Really?
Probably because there's violence, maybe. People killing each other. Maybe. Yeah, to this day, I never knew the plot of Candyman. I watched it, never knew the plot of it.
Don't ask. I'd have to watch it again.
I remember when Candyman came out, that was the same time this movie called Dr. Giggles came out. I remember seeing that too when I was a kid. That was stupid as shit too.
I never saw that.
And the only other like weird, I guess they would be considered horror movies that I've watched were like the ones that were so weird and like boundary pushing kind of things. Like I watched all that just to watch it. What's that?
Signs.
Signs was great. I loved it. Yeah.
I just happened to, I was like going through my All Hallows Eve.
Never saw it.
That's what the hell was that? What's that weird clown? Not it.
Pennywise? Oh, that's it. Never mind.
Thank you, because I couldn't think of Pennywise, so I said it.
Oh. Another clown. The only other clown I know would be like Attack of the Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Not Wrinkles.
Wrinkles the clown. fucking Wrinkles.
Speaking of Jeepers Creepers, not for nothing, Jeepers Creepers.
I saw there's a remake of it. Is that what you're gonna say?
No, I'm just going through the list here, and I'm trying to think. I cannot think of the life of me.
They just released a teaser trailer the other day that they're remaking it.
I cannot. It's gonna drive me bonkers.
Another clown?
Yes.
Was it like what's his name? Wayne Gacy or whatever? Like the serial killer?
Hold on. It was not Wrinkles. It was
John Wayne Gacy. Is that his name? Wrinkles.
Captain Spaulding.
Yeah, dude, that's the Rob Zombie stuff. That's House of 1,000 Corpses and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, I could not think of the clown's name, and I don't know why.
Yeah. He's not a bad guy. He's a good guy.
I wasn't. I just said creepy.
Kind of.
I wasn't.
Oh, creepy. Yeah. Those movies, I don't know what it is. I have some weird obsession.
Children of the Corn?
Yeah, I've seen them a lot, but I never really liked them.
I'm just okay. These clones are really starting to creep me out. Good.
Yeah, Children of the Corn stuff never really did it for me. I don't know. Like I thought it was like
no, it did it for me, but I'm just trying to think of like stuff that's like older that was
considered really good. Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. Trick or Treat is really good. I don't know if you ever watched that one. That's like, well, that's not really older, but that's super good. That's a must see. That's a cult classic. You gotta watch Trick or Treat.
Speaking of, since we're talking about horror movies, and I know Age will hop in on this one. Like we were kind of vaguely touching base of this before we started stream, but the Hellraiser redone. Yeah. I'm kind of curious. I kind of want to see the old ones before I see the new one.
You should probably watch one. Obviously,
I gotta find it. I gotta find them. That's the problem. I gotta find out where I can find them on stream.
Hulu, maybe? I'm not sure. Watch 1 through. Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. Watch 1 through 3. Watch 1 through 3. There might be another one somewhere, but like Bloodlines, maybe. I forget what it's called. But 1 through 3, 2 is the best. 2 is hellbound, and 3's still worth it. But a lot of people have an issue with 3 because of the Cenobites in it. But
I'm just curious. Like I want to
watch 1 through 3.
All right, I just gotta find them so I can watch them.
Yeah, you probably. I don't know. The hard part with the movies is the movies were never really done well. Like there's not that they weren't done well. It's just they never really told like the story of what they are is so much more interesting than the story in front of you. Do you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
But they never go into like they do go into it, but not in a way that you like. You want more. Like it's fascinating.
They kind of leave you like wanting more.
Yeah, like once you start looking into it, it's really fascinating. Like Google searching and just learning about like the history behind everything and the lore behind everything a lot. But like it's not done well in the movies like that. I don't know, but it's still worth it. They're still cool. I like them a lot.
I want to see them. I have yet to see them.
We talk about them all the time.
Never yet to see them. I want to, just haven't done it.
Yeah, you'll like it.
House
of a Thousand Corpses, you should watch again.
I will have to because I do not remember it.
That's really good.
Oh boy.
I don't know what else is. I mean, there's so many dumb things, man.
I know. That's what
I'm watching now, which I'm actually really enjoying. Is did you ever watch American Horror Story?
Yes, I have seen them all.
Have you seen? All right, so you saw like the new, like the new season, the double feature?
Give me a second. I gotta pull it up.
I don't think you did see them all, did you? Oh, I don't think you did, Blue Kid.
I did try to watch the
new season.
American Horror Stories.
Yeah, I did that. Yeah.
Dumb as can be, and I cannot watch it. I did not finish it because I wanted to just punch someone in the face.
Why? I thought it was great. I liked it.
I was fine with the first couple episodes because it was like that old. Because
you went back to the murder house. Yeah.
But the rest of it was just I could not do it.
I loved it.
What drove me bonkers? Because we already talked about them forcing stuff down people's throats.
Right.
That drove me nuts. I had to basically force my way to watch that, and then the no homo thing that they were all friggin' doing. The frat boys were all doing for the videos, like to try to be like, "Oh, new thing is no homo."
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
that was the Santa Claus one or whatever, right?
Yeah, you know what I did? Click and never saw it again because I couldn't get through it because I wanted to just.
See, I like the separate stories that they did. Like, I like the videotape, like the guy who created a movie that would make people go fucking crazy.
Oh.
I thought it was awesome. Like, and then everybody watches it and it triggers something in your brain and people start murdering each other. Like, I just thought it was just campy.
What ones are on Netflix? I only watched it through Netflix.
All of them except for the new season, because I think the new season.
I did not see season 10 then.
So the new one's called Double Feature. It's two stories, but they're in half. So like episodes like 1 through I think 6 are its own story. And then 7 through whatever it's a whole different thing. But the first one's okay. It's whatever. I didn't care for it too much. The second one, I'm not done with it yet. It is awesome. It is so awesome. It's about aliens.
Okay.
And it's basically, it splits the episode. Like, you know, they're like hour-long episodes. So it splits the episode in half, which I like a lot. The first half of every episode is back in like 1950s Roswell, New Mexico, right? With whoever the president was, Eisenhower, right? So with like Eisenhower finding out about the UFO crash and all this kind of stuff. And it was all about what they found, what happened, and like hiding it from the public because they found out that the aliens that crashed basically they made a contract with the United States to say like, hey, our planet's dying. We need to live on your planet. And that's just how it's going to be. However, we can't live here yet because we're not immune to all the bullshit, like your toxins in the airs and the pollution and all this crap. So we need to abduct people and we need to make ourselves like an antivirus to live here. So they basically said they made like a treaty where like America allowed them to abduct like 5,000 people a year, right? And we'll allow them to do that. And if we said no, they would snap their fingers and people's heads blew up. It was fucking crazy, right? Like it's wild. So then it's all about. So
basically, the aliens Thanos snap people out of existence.
Yeah, they need to So what they were doing is making human alien hybrids and trying to find a way to like impregnate, get humans pregnant and then get like an alien human hybrid out of it. You know what I mean? And it goes back to like.
It's basically like aliens, where they'd pretty much put the little baby in them and then
kind of the people that they abduct, right? And it goes back to what's her name? Who's that old from the 20s? That pilot? That's my plane. I forget her name. The famous pilot from like the 20s that disappeared.
Jesus Christ!
I can't think for the life of me. Anne was something or something. Anne. It'll come to me. But she shows up in it, like it's like crazy. But then like half the episode is that, and then it's all about Eisenhower getting out of office. JFK goes into office. Amelia Earhart, yeah, that's the one. So it's all about Eisenhower then talking to JFK and all that stuff, and trying to basically explain to him like, this is what's going on with everything, like this is what it's been, this is how it's been, yada yada. And then it goes in. I think you froze up on the camera. You're all stupid looking. Uh-oh.
Stupid looking.
Uh-oh. I think your internet's taking a big poopy. You got a big poopy internet. Pooping all over. Anyway, to finish the story while we're waiting for Blue Kid. What? There's his face. He's kind of back.
No, we're not back.
We're not back. We're not back yet. We're almost back. Uh-oh. Mm-hmm. Oh, there we go.
Nope.
I think he's having some issues. Amelia Earhart. Yeah, that's the one. But anyway, the other half of this episode goes into like the present day and with like kids, you know, and getting abducted and all this kind of shit. And it's super cool. I'm a big fan of it. I've always liked American Horror Story, but I like this new thing. I think it's really cool.
Maybe.
Oh, I see you. You're freezing up a little bit. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I
think it took a crap. Uh-oh. We lost him. He's gone. Ah, all right. Hopefully he'll reset his internet or something like that. We'll get him back, and then we'll be able to talk about nonsense. How are you guys doing? I hope all is well. What are your favorite movies? What are your favorite Halloween scary movies in general? Anything like that? I'd be curious to know. I told you mine. I showed you mine, and you show me yours. Ooh. Sorry, it's been a long day. As you can tell, kind of ridiculous. Oh, yeah. But yeah, new Hellraiser movie. That's what you was talking about before, which is they changed it. So there's no more. It's not going to be Douglas, whatever the hell his name is. It's going to be. They have a female playing Pinhead, which is pretty cool. I'm pretty excited to see how that's going to work. That should be all right. And then there's a new what the hell's it called? The thingy with the eyes, the Jeepers Creepers that he was talking about. There's a new Jeepers Creepers. I don't know if I like the original one. I know people like love it. I am not like I don't know what it is. I didn't think I cared for it all that much. It wasn't a big thing for me. I don't know. Watching you play games is pretty much like watching a horror movie. There pretty much is, dude. I am not like Resident Evil 7's rough. Like I'm happy that I got like a couple day break from it. However, I'm like also at the same time I'm like, if I was only able to stream all week, I would have been able to.
Maybe no.
Hey, I'm on both sides. I'm you now. Look, I'm you now.
Oh, I got ugly.
You gotta show. You gotta show your camera.
I cannot. I have
Huh? There you go.
Better. I can actually not liking or anything.
You know, you still sound like a robot.
That's my Discord.
Yeah, I think you're a little busted. Yeah, you're all robot pants.
Mm-hmm.
You're back. Mm-mm. You might have to. Why don't you reset your internet? You might have to reset your internet. You just sound like a big robot.
I want to be a big robot.
Aw. He's gone again. Yeah, I don't know. Seven's just rough for me. I'm just not like, I'm not a hard game person. I don't know. They're rough. Like hard video games are rough. His internet has forsaken him. I thought you said foreskin. I'm like, his internet has foreskin. Weird. That's how I read that because I'm an idiot. But yeah, I'm not like a hard game person. Like off stream, like I was able to play for like 30 minutes this week, like a night, and like literally all I've been playing is like Smash Brothers or like Nintendo, like NES, Super Nintendo, or like Nintendo 64 games. Like that's pretty much all I've been playing, like those games. So it's kind of weird to go into like RE7 when I'm used to like Nintendo games. For the most part, they're two different ball games, I guess you could say. Oh Lord! But I did go trick or treating, or not trick or treating, but I took my daughter trick or treating today. Well, letting her do that trunk or treat thing, which was kind of cool. Looking at all the kids dressed up as whatever. I don't even know what half of them are anymore. They have blocks on their heads and weird. I don't know. I don't know what anything is anymore. I'm so used to like my stuff, and I'm just like, all that stuff is cool, but kids do weird stuff now. I don't know. I guess it's not weird. I guess it's like what's cool for them, but I don't know what any of it is. What's that screaming stuff? Oh God, I don't even know what those emotes mean, but they're screaming. T1I. That's what it says when you highlight it. T101. Okay, great. It's funny how like the Evil Within video game I thought was a lot scarier than like a like a Resident Evil game, but then like RE7 is ultimately so much scarier than like Evil Within. Evil Within didn't like bug me at all. That was kind of okay. I was okay with that game. RE7 just fucking gets to my core. It just gets to me. It hurts. It just hurts. Everything about it hurts. Oh God. So did we hear anything about, while we're waiting for him to get back, did you guys hear anything about the Nintendo Switch 2 by any chance? Is that just like the rumor mill at the moment? I'm pretty sure it is. I'm very curious as to what that's even going to be. I guess 4K. Why would they make it like the Switch 2? Why wouldn't they make a new name? I'm assuming that they'll never, like at this point, they're probably not going to like divert away from like a handheld thing plus console in one, because it's kind of a good idea and it works and people like it. So I'm assuming the next one will probably be roughly the same thing. It would only make sense that they would do that. I guess it's just a rumor mill though. I don't know if there's any actual people out there that have any stuff. I'm sure it will keep the tradition of outdated hardware, most likely. That's usually what Nintendo likes to do best. Just keep outdated hardware. I don't know why either. Like I don't know. I don't know why they don't ever care about making like extremely, competitive machines. Part of me just believes that they just don't they don't care about third party. Like that's like I just don't think they care. Cuz I mean, and most people don't buy one to play like the big, AAA third party games on. Like you're not going to, I think anyone that's like seriously into Call of Duty or any of that stuff, like you're not getting it on a Switch, like, and I think they know that. So I think they just do it for what they have, and that's about it. Maybe I don't know the reasoning, but I play my Switch more than I play my Switch way more than my PS4 ever got played, like way more. But I genuinely like my library, like my Switch game library is like vastly superior to anything else. To my
am I lucky yet?
Huh?
Better.
You're not on my screen yet. You got to share your camera.
Better?
Yeah. I think you're better.
No.
Handheld stuff is more or less Nintendo's bread and butter. Yeah, maybe. Exactly. Yeah. So I think that the new one will always keep the handheld. Yeah, I think they'll do the same thing. Are you all good?
Right, let's see. I don't know. Let's see if I have an actual browser.
Did you reset your internet? I'm assuming.
I'm gonna be very nice and polite.
You have like the worst internet luck ever.
The worst internet I've ever had in my life. Like I feel like if I had a snail run my internet cable back and forth the signal, it'd be better.
I wonder why it's so poor.
Awful, dude. I don't know. I think what I'm gonna do this week is either try to dig out my other modem and swap it.
Do you think that's it though? Like, do you think it's on your end and not the provider?
They tell me there's nothing wrong ever.
So
every time I call them, oh, we're no issues. Oh, no issues. Really? Because you're full of crap.
What kind of modem are you using? Are you using like your own, or are you using theirs?
Oh, the one they gave me.
Okay.
And then I think I'm gonna just I have one that's rated for a gig speed. I think I'm just gonna swap it, and that's the end of it.
Why weren't you using that one originally? If you have one, why weren't you using that versus the one that they gave you?
Because I couldn't find it.
Oh.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
Right.
But make sure, like, if it's older, then don't you have to go on and make sure that like the firmware is up to date and all that kind of shit?
Yeah, I do. I gotta mess with it.
Yeah.
That's my other issue, and I really don't want to mess with it, but I'm going to. Or I just call Bitch and be like, give me a new modem, because clearly you guys are crap.
I mean, I use the modem that comes from my provider. Like, I never even bought one. I just use the one they gave me.
I think I'm going to, I think I'm going to call, I might even call and be like, hey, listen, your internet sucks, give me something better.
Yeah, that works. I don't remember what we were talking about American Horror Story when you started dying. I was finishing the rest of the story about it. I think you probably missed it. Probably. It ended with just, it's good. You'd probably like it. I think that'll work fine. It's good. Course, right? You'll probably like it. I don't know. What are you looking at? I can tell you're looking at stuff because you're like, your face gets all bright. I'm thinking. You're like, when you go on the computer, the light shines off, bounces off your face, and you're like, yeah, well, it's either that or do that. Look at that. Jesus Christ. Is that from your monitor? Or is that an actual light? That's an actual light that's too bright. Yeah. Oh my God. More white than I already am. Let's see here. What are you doing? I'm trying to understand my billing summary here. So this is what we're doing. We're going to live stream the internet and look at your fucking bills. Is that what we're going to do? Yes, we are. Who wants to pay for it? That's what kind of podcast or show we have now? Just, what's Blue Kid's fucking bill situation? Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. System status. That's what I wanted to look for. I wanted to see what they tell me. There are no outages. Yeah. Full of shit. All right. Fuck them. Welcome. Anyway. All right. Back to what we're talking about. Ugh. What else is going on? Any more horror movies? Anything else you got on that subject? Not that I can think of. Yeah, I feel like we've gone through... I can make my internet a horror story if you want. We can make that a horror thing. Yeah. I could make going to work a horror story. There's a lot of it. You work a horror story, but let's not go there. There's a lot of it out there that I skip mostly. I've seen a lot, and I skip mostly all of it. I don't do... Like, Child's Play movies, I think are dumb as shit. I don't watch any of them. Hate them. I don't even watch them. Like, I've seen them all 20 times. I think they're dumb. Even as a kid, I thought they were dumb. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Chucky movies. I never was. Puppet Master, I thought was kind of conceptually cool. Never even saw it. Yeah. Conceptually cool to watch. It's crappy execution. Got it. It's not that it was crappy. It's just to sit there and watch it again. It's just, I don't know. I don't want to. Like, I don't know. I got like I like weird shit. Like I just want like do you ever see the movie Teeth? Like that? Like I like that. Tremors. Because you said Teeth. I thought it was Tremors is awesome. The original Tremors. Tremors 1. Yeah, with Kevin Bacon. That movie's great. That's another one I've seen a million times. That movie's really cool. I like it. Speaking of Tremors, it reminds me of the movie Holes. With Shia LaBeouf? Yes. Mm-hmm. Both good movies. Yeah, I don't know why. That was a good book, too. I never read the book. The movie's pretty damn close to the book, actually. Speaking of holes in, like, the desert and worms underneath the desert, have you seen Dune yet? Like, the new Dune movie? No. Also, it is almost 3 hours long. It is fantastic. I heard it was. I also heard, and I don't know if it's true or not, that they said there is no TV out there that is wide enough to show the entire screen. Oh, like what they actually captured and really? No shit. Yeah. It is really good. I heard it was phenomenal. Yeah, it is. It was. Like I just don't know if I want to put 3 hours of my life just sitting my ass on the couch and watching it. Well, just watch half and then come back. Is my luck, I'll forget about it. It's like watching Terminator 2. It's like the greatest movie ever made, but it's hard to sit in one sitting because it's like 3 hours long. I know. Or like Aliens, same thing. It's so long, it's hard. It's hard for one sitting. But watch Dune, dude. I'm telling you. I heard it was phenomenal. It is phenomenal. I can't wait for the freaking the sequel's gonna be awesome. The second one already. Yeah, Random Rob says, as if we don't game for 3 hours in a row.
What's more fun?
I don't know if the movie's really good.
Well, if the movie's good, clearly, because if you're trying to do a horror movie, 3 hours of a horror movie is 10 minutes of actual gameplay. So, I mean...
Well, that's like watching It, but that's like 3 hours. It was like 3 hours, yeah. Well, the first part was 3 hours.
First one was 3, and then the second one was like 2 hours and 20 minutes or something like that. It was like almost 6 hours, I think, between both of them.
But yeah, watch Dune, dude. It's really good. It's really good.
Maybe I'll do it when I'm off. I got nothing better to do. I'm just gonna be like, hey.
And it's getting a sequel, of course. I
heard it was that good that they would do it.
Well, they greenlit the sequel because I mean they left it to where you have to have a sequel. Like, why would we got to know what's going to happen? Yeah. It's super good.
Oh, I'm gonna yawn. Okay, we're good.
But yeah, I like weirder horror movies too. Like I don't know if they're horror, they're just weird. Like I liked Teeth. Did you ever see Teeth?
No.
You ever saw Teeth?
No. Toofs. No, I never saw Toofs.
It's a movie about Teeth. There's like a fable or like a legend that God Almighty, that women have teeth inside their vagina. And it's used as like they wrote into the lore that it's like a defensive mechanism. Like a defensive mechanism to like... Okay.
Yep.
Anyway, she bites a wiener off. And basically her vagina won't bite wieners off unless she's like, unless the wiener that she actually is like in love with, that's like the nice guy, unless he's in there, then it's fine. Do you know what I mean? So these are the other kind of horror movies.
What kind of pornos are you into?
It's not a porno. I swear to God, it's not a porno.
I know. I know. I've heard of this whole thing. I have yet to see it, but I have heard about it. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I like it. I thought it was a good movie. Well executed. What did you think about? Did you ever watch? The hell's it called?
I really want to know what you're going to ask now, after you just talked about teeth vagina.
Did you ever watch The Human Centipede?
I have seen The Human Centipede.
What'd you think of that?
Just messed up, bizarre.
Yeah. Did you ever watch the second one?
No.
Oh, that's rough. That's a rough one.
You said Human Centipede. All I thought was Silence of the Lambs.
That's a really good movie.
And then you have Butterfly Effect, which is more suspenseful, but still.
It's a good movie too. I liked The Human Centipede. I thought it was great. I thought it was a fantastic movie. The second one, though.
See the second one.
That's rough, man. I had a hard time with, I finished watching the movie and I was just like, I don't ever want to watch it again. I don't want to see it again. But I give it credit because, I think at that point, and I think we talked about this before, when you're making those kind of movies and you're like a director, every time we see movies, think about it. Every time, all these horror movies that we named tonight, all of these movies,
Yep.
Insidious, all this stuff, you're like, stupid, dumb, blah, you know what I mean? Because nobody could scare you or anybody anymore. Nobody could do something to shock you. You know what I mean?
Nothing surprises anyone anymore. That's the problem.
So that's why I have to give credit to movies like The Human Centipede 2. Because they fucking shocked me. I watched it and I was like, holy shit. It shocked me.
I think Saw was trying to go for something like that.
Yeah. I thought the original Saw was good, but I saw it in the movie theater. I don't know. Right. It was
But I mean, the Saw movies, I think that's what they were going for with all those movies because of how, I don't even want to say it was horror, it was just gruesome.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How many movies have you seen where you got to fillet your flesh off to create the weight to lift the chains so you can get out?
Yeah, no, I got you.
You know what I mean? It's just different. It's gory. It's gruesome. It's not.
They have to go with that shock factor a little bit because they and that's why that movie was well written.
Worked out.
It shocked people a little bit, and voila, you had a franchise off of it. Same with Hostel. That was the same concept.
Hostel creeped me out in one part and one part only. One part creeped me out and made me cringe.
What part's that?
So I think it was the chick. She was tied up in the chair and she went to stand up and they cut her Achilles tendons.
Yeah.
Gets up and all you see is the feet flat and just her whole body. So you see the tendon just.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah, it's super gross.
That was the end of that for me. I was like, I watched the movie, of course.
Yeah.
But it was like, that was like one. I was like, okay, this movie doesn't seem too bad. Okay, she got kidnapped. Big deal. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then all of a sudden she stands up and her heel comes, like the back of her, like her ankle comes apart. I was like, oh my God, no.
Right.
The noise it makes and everything just. Bleh.
But yeah, you know what else there was? I was thinking about it. It's hard. See, it's hard for me to consider them horror movies because they're not horror movies to me, but they are horror movies, I guess.
Ghostbusters.
Like, no, but that's fantastic. But like the Evil Dead and like Army of Darkness, I love them, but they've never been horror movies to me. But I understand that they're horror movies, so it's kind of like, you know,
I get your point
because they're just.
I can't even think anymore.
They're like comedies. Like I don't know.
Brain dead. I can't think of any more right now.
To me, they're just straight comedies. I don't know. Weren't you saying something about you were saying something about video games before that I was curious about.
Yeah, video games. Uncharted movie. Did you see any of the trailers for it?
I heard about. I didn't see the trailers. No.
Okay, so Tom Holland, as you well know, is what's his face?
Nathan Drake.
Yep. Sully is. I'm not very thrilled about it, but Sully is Mark Wahlberg.
Really?
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Sully's an old man to me. You know what I mean? So like, I see him in like a young, like.
Yeah, I always thought he was
weird.
an older guy.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Right.
But it looks good nonetheless. It looks pretty decent.
I didn't even watch the trailer for it. I'm just kind of
not bad. Wait and see.
What about Resident Evil, Raccoon City or whatever? Did you see that?
No. Oh wait.
Welcome to Raccoon City or something like that.
A movie?
Yeah.
No.
It's with like Leon and shit like that.
That wasn't the thing on Netflix, was it?
No, this is like a real movie coming out very soon.
No, I did not see that.
Google it. Welcome to Raccoon City, I think it was called. It's like Leon is in it and Claire. Oh yeah. Or is it Jill? I don't remember if it's. I guess it would have to be Claire. No, it's Claire.
Claire, Leon.
Yeah.
Jill. Chris.
Yeah.
Ada.
There you
Oscar.
go.
I did not know. Oh my God! No, I did not. Okay, I will watch the trailer. That looks phenomenal.
I have a feeling it's going to be bad, though. I just have a feeling.
We'll see.
It's going to be bad because I want it to be good, so that's why it's going to be bad. You know what I mean?
Also, too, the HBO thing for Last of Us.
Wait, what?
Did you see any of that? So the game Last of Us.
Yeah. What is this now?
Yeah, they're doing a series on HBO.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's actually really exciting. That's kind of cool. So it's going to be like The Walking Dead, but not The Walking Dead. Sort of. Kind of.
Basically.
I'm interested in that. I'm definitely interested in that.
So would I. Yeah, that looks pretty good.
But is it going to be like with Joel?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Joel and the... Okay. Check that out.
What else was there? Well, of course, Hellraiser.
Yeah, the new one. Yeah. You said, you know what? This is off the subject of movies, but you said something earlier at some point that I don't know if it was on stream or off stream that I was like curious about. You were talking about Overwatch.
Yes.
And it just came to mind.
They changed McCree's name.
So wait, why did they change his name? I don't understand.
Okay, so Jesse McCree was named after in the game. He was named after one of the long-term employees of Blizzard Activision.
Right.
Well, as we all well know, what happened with Blizzard Activision in the past few months.
Mm-hmm.
He was one of them. Well, they felt that they needed to change McCree's name because of it being named after one of the employees that was involved in that.
But he's a Western guy. The word McCree sounds like a Western guy. Like it's like the perfect name for that character.
They kind of like character him after like Jesse James.
What if the employee's name was John and the character's name was John? Would they have said, this guy can't be named John because of John? Like
that makes no sense because they changed his name.
That sucks.
To Cole Cassidy.
That sucks.
It's stupid.
Like honestly, that sucks. Like it really does. Like I don't.
Well,
it's
allow
just
me
sucks.
to continue. the story of this. So
Okay.
Facebook, as we all know, will change its name as well.
To Meta, right?
Correct. Did you know what the name was going to be before that?
No.
McCree.
Okay.
Why?
Why?
Yeah. Don't know. So apparently Meta, from my understanding, Facebook is getting a backlash of this. Because one, they're thinking Meta's going to be basically a rebrand where people forget how bad Facebook was with their kind of crap. Okay?
I don't even, not to interrupt you, but I only knew about it because it started fucking up the stock market with like Metamaterials, the company Metamaterials.
Right.
Who I think is actually tied in with Facebook for real. Which why Facebook now changed their name to Meta is weird.
It's entirely possible. But apparently Meta has something to do with another employee that was fired for sexual harassment from Facebook. I don't know if it was part of their name or what.
You said the parent company name is the only thing changing, not the actual service name.
It's very well possible. But what I'm getting at is basically now, if what that's kind of making to me, it's the way Zuckerberg put it, and I'm not going to put it word for word, so this is going to be kind of like worded goofy. He wants to rebrand. He wants to basically rebrand it as like a whole new company. Like we take certain things serious. You know, we want to be this, we want to be that. From my understanding, that this has something to do with. Now, this could be wrong. It's just what I read. I could be off on this. That it has something to do. The name has something tied in with a person that was fired for sexual harassment from the Facebook company. So basically, what I'm gathering is if you're a sexual harasser, you get praised by getting a company in your name,
or you lose a character's name if you're Blizzard.
Correct. Which did you see how much they've been changing World of Warcraft?
No. My God. I haven't seen anything.
My God, they have changed a metric butt ton of stuff. Taking quest lines out, changing...
What are you talking about? When did this happen?
It's over the past few months since this whole thing happened with the sexual harassment. They've changed character skins. They've changed quest lines. They've taken out quest lines. They've changed names. Oh, yeah.
Huh. Why?
Just because they think it's because they're trying to cover their own name. They could seem like they gave a shit that they screwed up.
Did they screw up though?
Yeah, I mean, you left it go for so long, but what do you think changing a bunch of things?
But what does it matter changing shit? Who cares what the guy does in his spare time?
I think what they're trying to make it look like they're proactive.
No one cares. The silent majority cares. That's it. I'm sorry. I said that wrong.
No one cares.
A small amount of people that are yelling the loudest. How does that? The squeaky wheel gets the oil. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is
squeaky
wheel
gets the grease or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Like what? Like I would never do that, dude. Vocal minority. If I ever owned a company that like had all that kind of shit and somebody got in trouble for that, I'd just tell people go fuck themselves. I'd be like, I'm not changing shit. The guy did shitty stuff. He'll suffer for it on his own. I'm not changing my fucking game. Fuck off. Like that's what I would say. Like seriously. Like that, it drives me insane. Like, what are you catering to? You look like a fucking bitch. Like, you look like a bunch of pussies. Stop it. It's just, I don't know.
That's pretty much where you're at with it. That's what it is. It's just complete BS.
Yeah.
So that's that crap. On the brighter side of news, yeah, we're gonna start there. I don't know.
What was the brighter side? What? You're like, okay. Where are we going with that? These pro sports teams changing over PC nonsense? That I'm not aware of.
I'm not either. I know a lot of sponsors and other things were pulled out of the Overwatch League. I know that.
Do you mean like the Redskins? Like when they changed their team name or whatever, like that?
I don't know. I know a lot of companies that were sponsoring the Overwatch League pulled out their sponsorships. They pulled ties with it.
Why?
Because they didn't want to be involved with a company that was like Activision.
Dear God.
I know. It's dumb as a rock right now, and it's completely annoying as can be.
I still don't understand. Like, okay. Hold on. I'm going to get real bad here, and I don't care.
And I don't know what the hell they're going to call the Cleveland Indians.
I'm going to get real bad, and it's fine. It's not bad to me. it might be bad to somebody else. And if I offend anybody, sorry, I don't know. But why? Hold on. Back to the Blizzard thing. I know this is like old news. We talked about it before. I didn't really.
Offended. Oh my god!
I didn't really research any of this stuff.
So here we go. It's gonna be great. I can't wait to hear this.
Let's take what I know of it really quick. Okay. That all of this stuff has transpired because of this. So Blizzard as a company goes to BlizzCon or goes to whatever, right?
Which they're not doing BlizzCon next year. They cancel it.
So some of the people that work for Blizzard they all go out because like we all know that they all party every weekend. Like we know that. Like that's a known thing. Like you go to a convention, you're partying all weekend. Like every night there's hotel parties.
There's no way around it.
This is not like a new thing. Like this, we know this is happening. So if they have a group of people that get drunk and potentially bang other people that are willing, like they're not raping them. Right. Like if they're willing to get drunk and bang, what the fuck is the problem? Do you know what I'm saying? I don't understand like what the problem is. I've been to many a party or convention party or like car show hotel parties or whatever parties in my life.
They were so good times.
No one's getting fucked that doesn't want to get fucked. So
you have all intention of getting obliterated and getting your shit pushed in.
Me?
Not you.
Oh, who?
Generally speaking.
Oh, yeah, but like I just don't understand like why people care. Who fucking cares? Oh my god, a bunch of people got drunk and had sex. So okay, cool,
great, dandy.
So let's start changing people's
orgies. Like, come on now.
So let's fire people from companies and start changing games. Like, why? I don't understand. Like, this isn't like an unnatural, unnormal thing. Now, again, there might be so much more that I don't know. Like now, if they're like in the physical workplace and there's like what's that stuff called?
Ran on the receptionist.
Yeah, like or what's it called? Is it quid pro quo? Is that what it's called? Like it's like
trading stuff for sexual favors, yeah.
Yeah, like now that's different. Like if it's at work in the workplace, somebody's hired by the company and quid pro quo, someone says like, "Yo, you're doing sexual favors or you're losing your fucking job." That's a fucking problem.
You do this, I'll promote you over whoever.
Yes. Now that is an absolute 150,000% problem that I agree with. Is like, whoa, that's not cool. You know what I mean? But like, drunk people banging at a party, fucking cares.
Have at it.
Right. Who cares?
Have at it.
Right.
Yeah. I don't. It's tis to their own of everything like that.
Because white soccer moms are offended. Jesus Christ.
Speaking of that, Ryu, since I'm not paying attention to my sports, what is the score of the Braves and Astros game? Sorry, I just kind of need to know if the Braves are going to win the World Series or not, because I do not want the Astros to win.
The Cleveland Indians are changing their name?
Shit.
Why? Because of the word Indians?
Yeah, the Indians is racist now. Shit.
Do you have money on the game or something?
No, I just don't want to see the Astros win. That's all. The Braves haven't been to the World Series since '99.
Okay.
So I would like to see them win.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, they're not gonna. I don't know.
But anyway, it's the same concept of empty promises too that these companies are going like, let's just continue to rip Activision apart because I so love to very much because their games are all dog shit.
Okay.
But here I am buying them and playing them anyway. The whole anti-cheat system.
You love talking about this stuff. You've talked about this shit nonstop.
I didn't tell you since they announced it. No. They actually announced what it is and what it's going to do.
Right.
Called Ricochet. That's their name for it.
Okay.
It's a kernel level system. So it's basically bomb in the barrel.
All right. But it's going into like your computer kernel, like that kernel?
So it's only going to pick on PC players, not consoles.
Okay.
The biggest problem right now is console cheating because of controller mods.
How about you just stop playing these games? I'm telling you.
I don't know because it's fun and it's fun to be pissed
It's
off.
not fun. You're never fun. They're not fun because you're never having fun. You're always mad. I'm looking out for your health. You were always mad.
Really? I like being mad.
I have never heard you say one nice thing about any of these games ever. You're just mad.
No, I'm not.
You're always mad at them.
I hope Battlefield's better. That's all I'm going to say. Because if Battlefield's better, I will gladly lay on the battlefield boat and take that ride for the rest of my life.
But they're not gonna be. They're gonna be the same thing with cheaters and all that kind of stuff. And
yeah, I know. But Battlefield usually is pretty strict on it, so that's just like how Rainbow Six Siege is. They're very strict.
Play like Splatoon 2. No one cheats in that.
You know what?
It's very competitive.
Funny enough, I have bought that game.
It's fucking great. It's super good.
I had no one to play with, so I never played it.
It's really good. It's really good.
I do have it though.
So there's rumor, not to jump off subject too much, but
okay, jump away. I don't want to talk about it.
I don't know if this came out, but there's rumor of I forget the name of the company that does Mortal Kombat and like Batman, like the Injustice and all that stuff. Yeah. There's supposed to be there's talk about a possible Warner Brothers like Smash game.
That'd be sick.
Like, I don't know how, what is that even going to be? Like, like licensing wise, like it would be like what? Bugs Bunny and fucking Gandalf? Like, how would that look? You know what I mean? Like, that would be crazy.
I don't know. I mean, they just did the Nickelodeon one.
They did. That was the first game I like ever refunded back.
It was awful.
I mean, it wasn't.
Just say it. It was awful. It was a good concept.
I can't. I'm not going to say that because here's why. The characters are great. They played well. The background levels were cool. They all played good. Like they played. It was right. Programmed well. The problem is there was no game. It was just me versus you, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like Smash, for example, like Smash Ultimate, if you don't want to play like competitive online yet, right?
Right, you can do like a story mode and stuff.
You could do that spirit mode. That's like a 30-hour campaign.
Oh, if not longer.
There's like a 30-hour plus campaign.
Yeah, that's how you unlock all the characters. That's
exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like that's a game. Like the Nintendo or the Nicktoons one just didn't offer anything like that.
Right.
I'd be curious with WB, like if that's real. Like I don't know.
Oh, I mean, I know they're doing a new Batman movie.
I didn't look into it. I hate Batman, so we know.
I want to. I'm just curious. I don't know who's playing him. Speaking of random news, how about the whole thing with Alec Baldwin?
What's that?
He killed someone.
Really?
Yeah, he shot them.
Oh.
It wasn't by his own fault, though.
Oh.
Okay. So what happened was he was doing whatever movie he's doing, right?
Oh, I did hear this. Live on set. Yeah.
And live ammo was on set. Somehow got on set and was in his gun. And they aimed it to do the shootout, I guess, and he shot someone.
That's like Brandon Lee when he died.
Yeah. So what they're trying to figure out is if it was the armorer, because the armorer is the only one touching the gun besides the assistant.
Mm-hmm.
They want to know. They're trying to figure out whether it was the assistant director, the armorer, or Alec. They cleared Alec Baldwin of it.
Right.
So they're saying it's either the armorer or the assistant that were like between the assistant director.
Yeah.
But what bothers me about it, why didn't anyone check the gun? Like at all. Like, why would you okay, the armorer loaded the ammo, the blanks to shoot.
Right.
Okay. I can understand the assistant director just giving it to Alec Baldwin, but like Alec Baldwin being in so many movies and like whether it be shooting, comedies, whatever, like my first instinct being a firearm owner is check the gun.
Right.
Like even if I was a high-end actor, I was guns related, I would do it because I don't trust it.
Right.
So why didn't?
It's not just that. What about like the death of Brandon Lee? He got shot on set. Same exact thing. He died. It's the same exact thing. Right. How do we have another example of like another mistake like that? You know what I mean?
Someone's fault. So someone had it out for him.
Yeah, they had. There's no other reason.
Were trying to. So either they didn't like who Alec Baldwin was pointing the gun at, or they were trying to set Alec Baldwin up to fall.
Right.
One of the two.
I mean, there's no other reason why live rounds make it into a gun on a movie. You know, like a movie set.
How?
Right. There's no reason for it. I don't know. That's wild, though. Ugh.
Conspiracy somewhere on that one.
Yeah.
Someone plotted that one for a while.
We just live in a shit world, man. Like a weird, shitty world. I don't know. That's immediately where I go to. I'm just like, Christ. We're in trouble. And here we are worried about changing the name of fucking McCree. Like, that's a concern for anybody. I don't know. I'd love to meet the person that's actually... Like, I want to meet them in real life. Like, not on the internet. Like, I want to actually meet them in real life. Like, the person who's, like, campaigning for it or was upset about it. I just want to meet them. Like, I'd be so happy.
What the heck is a morale? What the? Hold on.
What are you looking for?
I was going through my Google. So this is how I find my news. I go through Google and find random things that are like news and just see what it is.
Weird question. Completely off course, of course. Hey. Was Gremlins considered a horror movie?
Maybe. Could be.
Were the Gremlins a horror movie? I don't know.
Why did they do this? Yep, there goes COD. Let's ruin that one too because everyone's a
horror comedy, kids horror. Because they definitely tried killing people. I don't know if they did succeed or not.
Slenderman.
The movies. I like the movie.
No, just in general. He's horror related.
I like the movie. I thought it was all right. For what it was. I mean, it wasn't great, but it wasn't bad either. I think the concept is cool. Also,
you can see the Northern Lights this weekend on highlighted news. You can see the Northern Lights this weekend in Pennsylvania. How about that one?
Oh, I'm sure it'll be cloudy and I won't see anything.
Probably not. Let's look at and see what it is because I am curious because we gotta do something bright and shiny here. Let's see here. When do we see it? Wow, that's a great article of 3 sentences.
Probably right now.
More.
No, it's not. We're not going to see it. Don't even get excited. You'll never see it.
On Saturday and Sunday. I'm going to be excited. I'm going to look. You know what? F you, because I'm going to look at it and you're going to be upset that you didn't go out there.
Okay, go ahead. I'll wait here.
I will. You shall wait here.
I'll wait here. So the Gremlins, though.
Could be.
Okay.
Could be.
They're saying kids horror comedy. But did they try to kill people? Or did they succeed?
Oh, what? Ooh.
Aurora Borealis is much lower in the atmosphere.
How about this one? Ready for this one? We're going to just keep being random here because I want to. So, you've seen the Spider-Mans with Tobey Maguire.
Of course.
William Dafoe's Green Goblin outfit is going to be in the new Spider-Man movie.
Better be.
It is.
Is it going to be William Dafoe?
They didn't say.
Better be.
That'd be awesome if it is, because that would be fantastic. We'll see.
Maybe your internet went out because of the big ass solar flare that went off. Nah, it's Blue Kid's internet. It's just Blue Kid's internet.
It's an everyday thing. No.
Yeah, that's just normal.
Okay, someone put a diesel in a Tesla. That's kind of like a oxymoron, but okay.
Put a what?
Someone put a Cummins diesel motor in a Tesla.
Huh. It is kind of an oxymoron. Okay.
Right, that's a little awkward.
It's still not going to be like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but unless, first off, just to go out of that case really quick, lithium-ion batteries,
yep,
they need to go away. Well, no, I'm serious. They need to adapt to like aluminum ion. There's a company called Graphene Manufacturing that does aluminum ion, and they're out in Australia. And that is the way of the future as far as batteries go. We need aluminum ion, not lithium ion, because I don't even see how you could have a full country on electric cars when, if you're traveling the country, it's extremely inconvenient to do so in an electric car. Like, sure,
it is.
Like, sure, your Tesla will map you from, wherever, Massachusetts to California. It'll map every gas station, every stop to charge up. But you are stopping for hours at a time to do that. You know what I mean? Infrastructurally, it's just, I don't know. It's years from now. Full infrastructure needs to get reworked. Support this shit.
Guess what happened?
Your internet died?
Nope.
I could tell by your 1 frame per second.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, you're getting better. Oh, you're good. You're good. He's back.
No, I'm not. Nope. Let's refresh and see if it fixes it. I'm sounding like a robot.
You're a little robot-y. How you looking? I think you're all right.
I don't know. I'm looking in the middle of I refreshed the screen to see.
Mm-hmm. You seem all right to me. You're all right. You're fine. He's fine. Oh, you know what? I was just thinking if you could hear me. I don't know if you could hear me or not.
I can hear you perfectly fine.
What were you saying? Were you saying something earlier about Blue Headroom? Were you saying something earlier about horror video games? Because you're telling me about them, and I was just like, I have no interest in any of that. But what were they?
Question.
What was that?
I had to find my Game Informers. They gave us like a 20 bunch of horror movies coming out in 22, or horror games coming out in 22.
You're getting the information from a Game Informer? That's awesome.
I still get the damn things.
That's awesome. I actually am surprised they still make them.
Right.
You'd think that they would have like stopped, you know what I mean?
You would think.
They just decided like, well, you know.
Hey, don't shoot, you bitch. Come here. Okay. Sorry, chasing my cat. She was chewing on my headset.
Gotcha.
What is... I quit. I just quit today, all right? I absolutely quit. Done. It finished, done. Quit.
What are you working on over there?
My chair, the carpet decided to roll underneath my chair, and then it almost flipped the chair.
Good.
No.
And there goes your internet again.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of games did you have, if you could hear me, what kind of games did you have that you saw?
I don't remember because there was nothing that was like named, like there was nothing that was like big named.
Oh, they're all like indie ones, or it's like smaller?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
There goes the internet. There she goes.
Nope, you're back now. You're fully back now when you started singing.
Hey, you just need to sing the whole stream.
You really are back.
Who wants to hear karaoke?
You're back.
No, not doing it.
Yeah, but I'm not going to play any of those, whatever's on there. They're just not for me.
I have to find it because I don't remember, but they some of them looked pretty decent.
I think you should stream horror games full time. I think you should do
horror games only.
That's it. Yeah.
Do you want to do Devour with me?
No, I'll watch, but I'm not going to play it.
Don't be a wimp.
I'm not being a wimp. I just don't. It's just not my game of choice. You know.
All right, whatever.
Do you want to play classic Nintendo games with me?
Yes, I do, because I love them.
God damn it!
It didn't work for you, did it?
No.
Now, if I was Doctor, this would be a whole different ballpark. He'd tell you to go fuck yourself.
Probably.
No.
Super Bunny Man.
What in God's name is?
What's that?
I don't know. I'm gonna look it up because I'm curious.
Super Bunny Man. You know what I'm thinking about doing? As soon as we get done with, as soon as I get done with Final, I keep saying Final Fantasy. As soon as I get done with Resident Evil 7, right? As soon as I'm done with Resident Evil 7, I'm going to finish Metroid Dread.
I remember this. I've seen a video on this game. It is the dumbest thing you will ever see.
Is it?
It is oddly hilarious, though. Basically, what it is, it's just like this, it's a co-op like physics game. And basically, you're these fat people in bunny outfits, and you gotta like roll around and jump and shit. It's stupid. It is very stupid.
You know what I would like to play, but we're not allowed to play it on Twitch, is what's the genital jousting?
Dude, we talked about this the other day.
You can't play it on Twitch though. They won't let you.
I wonder why. I slightly wonder why.
Dude, it's so good. I don't know. Whatever.
If you want to do it one day and host a party on Discord and play it, I will gladly do it for shits and giggles.
It's a good game. I don't know what it is.
I'm just saying, I'll do it. Super Bunnyman, it would be hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. You need to see this because it is fantastic.
Nice. All right, I'll check it out. Not right this second, but I will check it out.
It'd be worth the shit show of laughter.
After RE7 though and Metroid, I want to go back to playing games, but I think I want to go back to doing old school game Thursdays, where I play an old school game on Thursdays. Whoa. I kind of miss doing it. Like I like doing that. I did it for a while. I have to finish. I still have to finish stupid, Beautiful Joe.
Oh Jesus!
I have to finish that. That's a hard ass game.
I know it is.
But I want to go back to that, and because I know we did Star Fox. It was awesome. I loved it. I think I did Star Fox 64 on stream.
Oh, well, the Switch now has all these N64 games and older.
I got them. Well, it's kind of a ripoff.
Was it? I didn't look into it.
Yeah, it's kind of a ripoff because you got to pay extra money for basically an N64 emulator in like 12 games.
Oh wow, 12 games.
If they would if Nintendo would just release the entire freaking library for everything,
right. You just buy the game and call it a day.
Joe, you just pay for the online subscription, because like right now, like you have access to like Nintendo, Super Nintendo, all that stuff.
Right, which I have them.
Right, but now you have to add on this extra subscription thing to get the N64 thing and all that crap.
That's
which
dumb.
Is bullshit. Because like people have had emulators for 20 years. Like it's not,
I want to do. I know you don't give two flying cows for Pokemon, but I want to do a Nuzlocke randomizer for one of the games.
I don't know what that means.
Basically, what it is that the game. So when you play Pokemon, it's set like your starters are this. These certain Pokemon pop in certain areas. Basically, anything could pop anywhere, and it's random every single time. Just to be an ass, just do something silly.
Like in any game?
Like any of the Pokemon games.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
Right. Just for shits and giggles and shits.
Joe still needs to get back to that movie theater. He does.
Yes. See, but I want to do them, but I do not know how to set up the emulator and all that to do it. I do not know how to do it because I'm computer illiterate.
I will say one thing though. After playing like the Nintendo Switch, SNES and all that kind of shit, or NES, I won't go back to a normal emulator. It's way better on Nintendo. They just need to give you access to all the entire library. That's my only complaint.
They might do it over time.
But the games, like resolution wise, the way that they run, the fact that you could like pause them and rewind frames like mid game, it's just convenient. I like it a lot. They just need to give you access to everything.
They might.
They won't. It's Nintendo. They'll just say fuck off. Probably. See, like, I love Nintendo, but Nintendo, they get to. Unfortunately, they get to do whatever they want, and no amount of any of us bitching will ever hurt them. Yeah.
Just like I realized. Speaking of Super Smash Brothers, they announced the last fighter, as we all know. Sora from Kingdom Hearts.
It's live now. Yeah.
I know a lot of people were very upset about that.
Why?
A lot of people wanted Waluigi or Wario.
Oh, really?
And they brought Sora. Apparently, everyone's like, well, where the hell does Sora come in?
Where does Snake from Metal Gear come in? Do you know what I mean?
Right, I get that. But I mean, like, you see my point of, like, they were saying there were better characters to decide to pick.
Sora is a little weird because Kingdom Hearts was always licensed by Sony, wasn't it? Or Square Enix? Or Squaresoft or whatever it would be.
Yeah.
So how that they made it to Nintendo is kind of weird. Same way why I think Final Fantasy is weird, because Sephiroth and Cloud are on there.
Right, but yet they're not anywhere near.
I actually don't. I'm curious about the licensing for that kind of stuff. Yeah, Joker from Persona 5 is in Smash, yeah.
They also said, speaking of Persona 5, Persona 6, they said it'll actually be Joker in Persona 5. It actually plays Hefty in into the story of 6.
Square plus Disney. But isn't it... But how... It's just... I don't know. Contractually, like, I'm curious as to, like, how...
There's something there. there's got to be something there we don't know about.
Because if like Final Fantasy, all that stuff could make it onto the Switch, and also PC, like Steam store, Final Fantasy's all over that.
Speaking of that crap, completely off topic. They are attempting to, I don't know when it'll happen, but they're attempting to port God of War and Last of Us to PC.
I saw that. Yeah,
that'd be neat.
It's neat, but it makes me wonder why I would ever need a PlayStation.
You don't need console anymore.
You don't need console anymore, except Nintendo. Like I've always been saying, you have to have a Nintendo console if you want to play those games. You know what I mean?
Right.
But if you're going to port everything from PlayStation to PC, why would I buy a PS5? Even though I want one. Really, it's going to be, I just want to play Final Fantasy VII Remake when they make the next chapter. And they still haven't ported the original to PC. For whatever reason.
No idea. I haven't heard anything about that lately.
But I saw that God of War and all that shit coming to PC. And I was like, that's cool. But like,
what's the point there?
What's the point of having a PS4?
What's that point of view in PS5? That's going to kill Sony sales.
Yeah.
I don't know. That one I don't know. Honestly, I don't know where they're thinking on that one.
It made me wonder how Kingdom Hearts, though, never made it to PC. You know what I mean?
One of them did.
When?
I'm pretty sure one of them's on PC.
Not on Steam, anyway.
I don't think it's Steam. I think it's Epic.
Really?
I believe so. Give me a second. Let me open my Epic browser. I'm 99.9% sure it's the third one. Someone's going to answer this before I do anything. Why? Sign in with my Epic. No cow. I got to sign in with my Epic.
It is. The Kingdom Hearts series coming to PC in March 30. In March.
I think when they announced the Sora character from Smash, they said that the rest of them are going to be available on PC shortly.
Really? It is Epic Games.
Yeah.
So it's Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 plus 2.5 remix, Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 final chapter prologue, Kingdom Hearts 3, Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory. Okay. No shit. I had no idea. Apparently you can play that on PC.
Yeah.
I almost question if I should play them again. I played one.
I love them. I love them.
We've talked about it. I hated it. Like I didn't hate it, but I'm not going to suck its dick, basically. Like I don't.
I won't go that far.
It never did anything for me. I never thought it was great. Like I don't know. Maybe I need to though, because everyone seems to love them so much. Are they're really good? I don't know.
I think they are, but that's just me.
But now, can I play them now where it tells the story, like, to where it makes sense? Because if I remember correctly, you play the first game, you're Sora, everything's fine. If you play the second game, it starts out with a different character for a couple hours before you get to Sora, and you have to play another game to get the story of that person. Like, there's a whole bunch of...
They're releasing all the games in one line this time, so you can play them from
scratch to... Oh, okay, got it.
Correct, yes. They did that. Again, another thing we talked earlier, they did shit ass backwards. Why would you do the numbers and then like, oh, here's a filler. Oh, here's another filler. Oh, wait, here's the game.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Ryu makes sense. It's still... Buying a console still a cheaper alternative to buying your kid a 2K computer to run some of the stuff. That makes sense.
I agree, but the problem is now that every parent and every kid thinks they're going to become a professional streamer and YouTuber and gamers. So everyone's, the parents like, oh, I'll spend the money because my son will make money by the age of 12.
No parent thinks that way.
Would you be surprised?
None that I know anyway, really. I don't know. I guess you're right. There probably is a bunch, but I don't know. Maybe I would think most parents would.
People think it's just like that. Professional streamer or gamer, they think it's just like, oh, you play the game, become good at it, instantly you're making millions.
Oh, kids think that way. I don't know if adults think that way.
Some of the parents, if they're younger, yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm classified as an adult. I'm not positive.
Physically, yes. Mentally, no.
Yeah, but I don't think that way. I'd be like, if my kid was ever like, hey,
the problem is when streaming eventually dies and YouTube dies, guess what? They have nothing to bring to the table.
Yeah. I mean, if my kid was ever like, hey, I'm going to start streaming, I'd be like, cool, have fun. And she'd be like, could you show me? And I'd be like, yeah, I'll show you. And she'd be like, great, I'm going to make all this money. And I'm like, no, you're not.
No, you're not.
You're not going to make no money. How about that?
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like, the thing is too, think about how many people are making money or livings off of YouTube and streaming and stuff. You know what happens? That stuff shuts down. Guess what?
0.0001%.
But what I'm saying is, what are they going to bring to the table in the world? Nothing. They got no skills.
You don't need skills to be in the world anyway. I'm an idiot. Sorry. But no, you're right. People, it depends on how you're raised. It depends if you come from money or you don't come from money. That's just the way the world works. Either if you come from money or you don't come from money. Sadly, that's just how it is, right?
Unfortunately, yeah.
There's no other real way around it. Like, you don't really need to have skills if you come from money. You could basically buy yourself or know yourself into whatever you want to do. Like, it's not really a problem.
Right.
You only need skills if you don't have any money, because you have to figure out ways to scum your way through life to make money. I don't know how else to say it. It's super easy to make. A lot of folks think it's super easy to make money streaming. True. Of course, they never tried it. Yeah.
They just think, oh, you sit in front of a computer or a console and play a game and you're going to instantly make money.
Yeah.
It don't work like that.
True.
It don't.
I don't know.
No, it don't.
I mean,
it's the same thing with social media, like TikTok. Same thing.
But I'm filthy rich from streaming. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm.
If you're poor, yes, you are super rich.
Filthy rich.
If you're poor, then yes, you are rich.
Mm-hmm. I'm just surprised Kingdom Hearts is out on PC. I'm questioning if I should get it, but then I'm also questioning that would cost me. Looks like almost over $200 to buy all the Kingdom Hearts games, and I have to buy it on a store that I don't want to buy it on.
Well, guess what you're not doing? Playing the Kingdom Hearts games now, are you?
I don't think I am, Jim. I don't think I am.
Earthworm Jim. Speaking of that, I
don't
know why that popped my head. I don't know why that popped my head. You said Jim, and it just popped. The first thing popped out was Earthworm Jim.
Earthworm Jim's a great game.
I know. I just think of all these. Oh my god! Now you're making me think of like all these old like Sega games and stuff now too.
I had a Sega, but I wasn't a big Sega person.
I liked it.
I wish I had a Super Nintendo.
I had
instead
one.
of a Genesis.
I had a new version of it.
But no, when you were a kid though, like when I was a kid,
I had it.
The Genesis was awesome for Sonic. And
Sonic, Mortal Kombat.
So yes, games like Mortal Kombat, Earthworm Jim, the versions like that, they were better on the Genesis than they were Super Nintendo. The audio chip was better.
Was it Vector Man or something like that, or Vector?
Vector Man.
Yep, that was good.
The audio chip was always better on the Sega, so sound wise was better, and color wise, they just looked better. Like Mortal Kombat looked way better on the Genesis, I thought, than Super Nintendo.
Yep.
Earthworm Jim, 100% for sure, and the audio again. The sound chip was way better, but I just liked Nintendo more. I thought the big games were better. They had a better arsenal.
I just like both because, like I've always said, I like having that aspect of certain games on certain consoles that you can play that make you want to buy them and get it.
Yeah.
Like Final Fantasy, for example. Final Fantasy was fantastic, but you had to always have a PlayStation.
Right.
Well, there's a reason for me to buy a PlayStation because I love the games.
Right. But now it's starting to not matter as much. Minus if you want to play the new Final Fantasy, which
don't matter at this point.
It does matter because you still can't play it on PC. Do you know what I mean? So I'm contemplating if they've never put the original Final Fantasy remake on PC yet, what happens when the second part comes out? Do I literally I feel as though I need to buy a PS5 just to play that game.
Well, right. Because you have no choice, because otherwise you're not playing it.
Right. Exactly. Or else you're just not playing it. And I don't want to not play it. Same with the remaking Knights of the Old Republic. Is it gonna stay as a is it gonna stay PS5 exclusive?
I doubt it.
Or will it go to PC? You know?
I don't think it'll go to PC. I think it'll stick to console.
Me and Age talked about this the other day. Steam exclusives need to die. Oh, stream exclusives? Oh, exclusives need to die. Yeah, I think exclusives do need to die at this point.
The only thing is, it's not going to for one sole reason alone. That's the money makers for people to buy their product.
But we have to question. Take a PS4. There's what games on there other than Other than Final Fantasy VII Remake. And maybe, maybe The Last of Us or Uncharted. Everything else, or Spider-Man, I don't know. But that's Spider-Man, coming to PC. It's coming to PC.
No, but right now it isn't. But this was the case. It was not.
True.
Yes, they would make more money game-wise, but they would not make more money console-wise, and that's what it is.
They want to sell they have to sell the consoles.
They make their most money. That's their biggest margin gap.
True.
It's their biggest profit margin. That's why they won't do it.
Now that we're in massive inflation and supply and demand, they're making money on everything. I'm going to tell you a quick story really quick.
Here we go. Be good.
They lose money on console hardware? They might actually. Or I think Ryu might be right about that, because if you think about a PlayStation or PlayStation 5 for $499, and think about the hardware it has to run that in a console. They probably do lose money on that. You know what I mean?
It can't be that much if they're selling a metric fuck ton of them.
Graphic card, but the price of the components though.
Well, right now, it probably doesn't make feasible sense now.
Mm.
But if this pandemic thing never happened, all day.
Right. See, Nintendo just doesn't give a shit, and that's what I like about them. They'll never port anything. You will never get Nintendo shit on PC or anywhere else.
Speaking of Nintendo, I meant to tell you I was watching a TikTok today, and I saw this person had a TikTok of a chewed up Switch. Their Husky chewed up their Switch.
Huh.
I almost cried on the inside.
See, Nintendo's great because they know what they have, and what they have is the memories.
They won't give it up.
No, they have the memories of everybody. You are borderline an absolute moron if you can sit here and be like, "Oh, I don't like Nintendo products." The fuck is wrong with you?
If Sega did it the right way,
I call you a liar. I think you're an idiot.
If Sega did it the right way too, they could have done it. Yeah,
like for someone that likes video games to be like, "No, I don't like Mario," or "I don't like Zelda." The hell's wrong with you? Like,
you just sort of
I gotta be honest. Like, that is truthfully like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, that's a legend. Like, they are legendary names, you know, and all their games are still 10 out of 10 games. Not only that, that company, I forget what if you type in what Nintendo's worth, it'll literally tell you, like, stupid. They can make no more money and survive for like 50 more years comfortably, like just on their assets. Like they don't need to please anybody. These other companies are the ones that have to worry about what they're doing.
They exactly. Just do whatever Nintendo has
so much money.
Do it. You like it, great. You don't, tough shit. Who cares?
Right. And that's why I like them. But it's not just that. I like them because they still consistently put out quality fucking games that aren't broken and stupid. They're consistently.
Or they don't have 1,600 DLCs for a game.
True. Some of them do have some stuff, but not like that.
Yeah,
not
but they're
that
not
much.
Extreme though.
Right.
Like, okay, they did DLC, like these Super Smash Bros. For example. They did DLC, but look how long the story was. Look what you got with the game when it came out originally. A metric fuck ton of characters.
I have hundreds of hours in Smash now. I don't have any of the DLC.
Neither do I.
I don't have any of it. Yeah, and I have hundreds of hours into it.
But that's my point. Like, you could turn around and play that game forever without the DLC and be perfectly fine because it's a 100% complete game.
Right. I agree. I love it. I do got to tell you a story about supply and demand that's kind of funny. So I started the other day, I want to sell my PS4. So I put my PS4 away. I'm waiting for, like, when I order shit from Amazon, I need a box to come in that'll fit my PS4 in it so that I could properly measure it and, weigh it to put it on eBay with the rest of my shit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So in the meantime, I looked at my Wii U and I'm like, and I don't use my Wii U. And I checked the games out to see if, like, a lot of the Wii U games I have, if they ported to the Switch, like if they did that, and they did. So I'm like, okay, cool. So a handful of these games, I'm just going to rebuy them on the Switch. I'm going to sell my Wii U in a couple games, right? I'm going to save a couple of them because some of them are like collector's things that I don't want to get rid of. So I end up selling like 3 games. So it was a used Wii U Wind Waker edition or whatever with 3 used games. How much I got for this shit on eBay?
I can imagine.
You ready for this? I put a buy it now for $250 and a reserve at $220. The bid passed my reserve, so it removed the buy it now button. My auction ended at $314.
Oh shit.
I got $314 for a used Wii U with 3 games. Yep. So I guess you just can't buy anything at the moment. Like, you can't get hard to get Switches. I guess Wii U's you can't. I don't know, but yeah.
No, I haven't really looked to see if anything was like hard to get. Like I know they are, but I don't know if the Switches are.
I am blown away by that. I'm very surprised that I got that. A brand new Switch is $299, and I got $314 for a used Wii U on eBay.
Right, that's how old now?
I don't even know.
What are you?
There
Okay,
was a
Mr.
bug.
Miyagi.
There was like a little bug. I don't know what it was. I don't want it to bite me or anything.
Yeah, because a bug's gonna bite you.
It could have been a mosquito. It was small, but it could have been one. But yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. Wii U thing. That's awesome. Sorry, I'm a Nintendo junkie. You guys know that.
We know.
I'm a really big Nintendo junkie.
The Switch OLED model right now, it's sold out, but it's like $350.
Kind of a giant waste though. The OLED Switch. Or
I don't know the difference, the point of it, so I don't know.
Oh, it's the same fucking thing. They just made the screen on the handheld OLED. That's it.
Oh wow, big deal. Yeah, you can still get the Animal Crossing Switch for $300.
What people want is fucking a Switch that does 4K. That's all people want. That's all they ever wanted. Make the Switch fucking go 4K, and then everyone's happy. But no, OLED screen.
It'll be possible on its current software and stuff on it?
No, that's why they're talking about the Switch 2 or some shit. I don't know if it'll actually be called the Switch 2, but I'm assuming...
I get your point. They're trying to like push it.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be a handheld thing set up the same way, but it has to do 4K. Like that's what we know. And then I think everybody will just be happy. And and I will just give me another round of all the shit again. Come on, do it again. Give me another Metroid. Give me another Mario. Give me another Zelda. Just keep it coming, and I'll be happy for the rest of my life.
I'll never die. You know that.
What's that?
We'll never die.
No,
you know that.
because they keep making great games, so of course they're not going to die. Every console,
never gonna die.
Go down the line of all these consoles. They're fucking great. Every one of them. Dude, GameCube was like the greatest system of all time. As far as like games that were on it, GameCube was the greatest thing ever. I absolutely loved it.
Speaking of Switch, we're at 2 hours and 4 minutes.
Holy shit! We might have to call it there because I got to get some stuff done before I go to bed.
Yeah, I'm yawning over here. I don't know why, but I'm yawning.
Tomorrow, I guess I have to play Resident Evil 7, don't I?
Yes, you do. Cannot wait. Cannot wait.
I don't know, man. Luckily, we're almost done with the game. We'll be through it in no time.
Almost done with the game. You got a while yet.
No, we're almost done with it. It'll be over quick. Sure, I'm sure of it.
If you keep walking and waving your axe like a crazy man, it's not going to be quick.
Fuck that game. God damn it.
You also might want to practice your aim a little bit. I mean, I don't know how many times you missed
chills.
Mia. 16 times over with the chainsaw.
I was trying to get the crosshairs to like zone in. Do you know what I mean?
You missed entirely. She killed you like 6 times.
I'm playing on a really hard difficulty. I don't know if you noticed that.
You're playing on normal.
Which is one better than easy.
Which is also a reason why they have a block button. You might want to use it next time.
Why would I block it? It's a chainsaw. Well, yeah.
So you're going to take it to the chest. That makes it even better.
Because your fucking arms are going to do anything. Oh, okay. Like, what does it even exist for? It's so stupid. In the
Resident Evil world, it works.
Here comes Mia with the overhead fucking chainsaw. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
It's so stupid. I'd rather, based out on the principle, I'd rather take the chainsaw to the face. You know what I mean?
I mean, do you want to take a chainsaw to the face? Be my guest, because I do not want.
It bothers me that they took the time to program and then wireframe and animate a fucking arms going up like this. Just tank it. Like, why would you block it? It's just stupid. It's stupid. It's so stupid. I'm gonna block a chainsaw. Shut up. Jeez. I get it's a video game, but just shut up, game. Like, just shut up. You know?
I know your point, and I get it, and I appreciate the input. But for the love of God, man, just use it.
I don't want to. Just give me a parry button. Or not a parry, a dodge button. It's like Dark Souls, right? I don't parry anything. I don't parry or block anything in Dark Souls. I dodge. I'll wear no gear and I'll just dodge roll everything. So Resident Evil, if you want to do that, Get rid of the block and parry. Give me a dodge roll. I'll just fucking dodge roll everything. I'll be fine. That's why I play those games. I'm a dodge roller. Not a parrier.
I feel like you're telling me you're a dog brand. Like you're like the way you're saying it sounds like you're being like dog breeds, and I all I thought of was a dog.
Dog breeds.
Because you said a parrier, which would be a terrier.
Oh,
you get it? You see where I'm at now?
What would a blocker be then?
A boxer? I don't know.
Hi, boxer. This is a weird conversation.
The weird conversation was they made a mod for Resident Evil 7 that the dad that you dealt with at the beginning was Peter Griffin.
That's kind of funny. Like, is he a cartoon? It's
Peter Griffin. Yeah.
I'll have to take a look at that. That's pretty funny. Does he talk like Peter Griffin?
I don't know. If he does, it's even better. But I remember seeing.
I have to take a look at that. That's pretty funny. All right, we'll get going for the night though. I'm Burning Clock Studios. I'll be back tomorrow with Resident Evil Stupid 7.
Everyone better be here to watch.
9 o'clock Eastern time.
You crying in a corner.
Can't wait. Look, kid, what are you up to? Do you have anything to say to these beautiful people?
As you all already know, but I will tell everyone again that I am coming back to streaming at the end of the week.
And
I will be back, and I'm going to go back to streaming how I was.
With his shirt off.
No, actually, we're gonna make Ryu happy and do a chair stream because it gets more excitement than I have.
All right, Blue Kid.
Chair. Okay, I'm done. We're good.
We'll have to remember to keep doing more off-course of courses when we can get around to them.
We gotta get back to that.
We'll try to get back to doing more of these.
There it is. Chair stream hype.
I very much love doing these. It's just, you know what I mean? It's hard sometimes.
Yeah, but see, the problem was now we had a lot to talk about.
Yeah. True.
So,
I'll be back tomorrow. He'll be back at the end of the week. We're people doing things.
Weird things.
We're people doing things. And we'll
things.
And I'm stupid. I'll see you guys later. Have a good night.